Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's the Empire, GeoBox Empire, back from boxing. Nah, man, my boy Jermall Charlo. They call him the Big Charlo, 160 WBC champion. Man, he wanted to fight former WBO junior middleweight world champion Jaime Munguia, right? And Jaime Munguia used to be the 154 champion, and now he went up to 160, and now he's the WBO Intercontinental Middleweight champ right now. He hasn't got the full title, but we understand this guy is world talent because he was a world champion at the 154 division. Now that being said, man, Charlo sent Triple G a fight, a 2-fight deal, one on Showtime and one on Dance, and he did not take the contract, man. Instead, my boy Triple G decided to fight Jaime Munguia. Now, man, Jaime Munguia is a good fighter, but his marquee wins are Gary O'Sullivan at middleweight, and his win at junior middleweight. That was a good fight from that. Actually won him a title with Saddam Ali. Saddam Ali, if you didn't know, he's the guy who destroyed Miguel Cotto. That was Saddam Ali's claim to fame. Now that being said, everyone really wants to see Jermall Charlo versus these top guys, and a lot of these fighters, they're multi-division world champions. People want to see Charlo versus people like Canelo Alvarez, and I can go on and on. Daniel Jacobs, these are multi-division world champions, and I can go on and on naming all top guys, but really, people want to see a common opponent between Jermall Charlo and Canelo Alvarez, and that common opponent is it's Triple G. It's a real shame that Triple G did not take this fight, man. Jaime Munguia is a good fighter, but Triple G decides to go that route, it seems like, instead of Charlo, which is an extreme shame. It's wild because Triple G, he had like the most title defenses or close. He was getting close to the most title defenses in middleweight history when he was at his peak of his career, right? And people were saying the division's really weak. And now that Triple G's got the best of the division, the guy's not fighting nobody. At one point, people were talking about Triple G is, he's the god of destruction. I mean, there was videos out here that was just wild. They're saying wild stuff about the guy. And now that he has competition, yeah, you lost to one fighter. You lost to Canelo Alvarez. Okay. But why don't you fight the other top fighters? You're supposed to be this, this unstoppable force. You're supposed to be walking through guys. Why don't you fight a young lion? And Triple G, he just is not doing it, man. He's not doing it at all. He's fighting guys who, Jaime Munguia is a good fighter, but no one's really calling for that fight. No one's calling Triple G to fight Jaime Munguia. Triple G has not looked good against. He hasn't looked good as of late. I thought Dayanchenko beat him when they fought. That's why people are really low on Triple G right now. He fought any young bodies in there that's supposed to give him any kind of challenge at all. He's struggling. Jaime Munguia is in your face though. He's not moving nowhere. He's a toe-to-toe kind of fighter, and this is the perfect style for Triple G. Jaime Munguia, why the guy hits hard. The guy has 36 wins, 29 by knockout. You gotta understand that most of those knockouts were at a lower weight class than the middleweight division. So that being said, man, we're gonna see how this whole thing plays out with Triple G and Jaime Munguia. I know Triple G has a fight extension with DAZN. I'm not too sure how much longer it is, but understand this: when those last fights start running out, DAZN's definitely gonna make him fight these top guys because there's nothing to lose at that point. I guess maybe the zone doesn't want to damage their brand by having these guys fight too much too quick, by having these guys fight the top right away and take an L, so they really won't get return their investments. So maybe they want Triple G to fight a Jermall Charlo toward the end of their contracts. like a 2-fight deal toward the end of the contract. We're just gonna see how this whole thing plays out, man. I'm really disappointed. You know, Jermall Charlo does deserve the best, and at this point in his career, I mean, he's venturing out 3 weight classes just to get just to get a title shot. Understand that Jermall Charlo, he hasn't had that many fights at middleweight. I think he's only had about, let me see. I think he's had about 3 fights at middleweight. You know, he hasn't been there forever. You know, let me check right now. Let me see, because I want to get it right. You know, let me see. Yeah, he hasn't had that many fights at middleweight, and you know, he's barely dipped his toes in the middleweight division. Therefore, you know, to have him go up to 168 could be too much too soon. You know, it's okay. So he had 4 fights at middleweight, right? Here goes to Tino Jr. I remember he was undefeated. Korobov, okay, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he had 5 fights at middleweight. You know, that's not that long. Yeah, so I don't know, man. We're gonna see what happens with Jermall Charlo's career. It's looking like Benavidez is more and more likely, but I mean, there's other fights for him as well. We're gonna see how the whole thing plays out. Maybe Demetrius Andrade, maybe he might want the fight. We'll see. Demetrius Andrade, I'm not sure what's happening with his career. Complete trash. I mean, how can you be signed with the same promotional company and not get any of the big fights at all? He didn't get the Triple G fight, or he didn't get the Canelo fight. So I'm not sure what Demetrius Andrade is doing over there. If he really wants the big fights, he needs to come to PBC. He knows what time it is. Anyway, man, I thought I'd talk about it, man. Triple G declines the Charlo offer. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geo Empire. Peace.